Hi everyone, it's Power Up Pilates day 16 already and we're over halfway through. I hope you've been really enjoying the sessions so far, and today we're going to be doing some more sideline to really get our legs and our glutes fired up and working hard. All you need is a mat, a blanket or a nice soft rug to lie on, and if you know that you sometimes struggle with your bones digging into the floor, you can have a little cushion or a folded up jumper just to give you a little bit more support there. So let's come onto our sides. And we're going to sit ourselves up with our head resting on our hand today. So just lengthen yourself down and just place your elbow in line with your shoulder and then rest your head in your hands. For our legs, what we're going to do is bring them up so they're at 90 degrees. So there's a 90-degree angle between your hips and your body and your shins and your thighs. And then we're going to stack our hips and our shoulders. Then we're going to lift this top leg and take it back so that our lengthened leg is in line with our spine. Your top hand can go flat on the floor or you can place it on your hip, whichever is best for you and whichever feels that you give more openness across your chest. I'm going to start with a really nice leg lift and lower. So from this position, just turn your legs slightly so your toes are pointing a little bit more up towards the ceiling. We're going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, we're smoothly going to raise that leg up before taking it down again with control, leading with our heel. So point your toe, bring that leg up and bring it down, and make sure that your leg doesn't go in front of your spine. So it's very easy to let it drift forward and keep it back a little bit. Keeping these toe muscles coming in and lowering down. You might be feeling that this is working already. It's a good sign. So we're going to go 3 more times using this lower leg as an anchor. So really think about grounding down through that leg. And we'll go 1 more time. I can feel this already. And bring that leg down and give it a bit of a rest here. Well done. Okay, so staying in the same position, we're now going to go into some leg circles. And you're really going to feel this through your bum. So it's going to really engage your core, strengthen your spine and strengthen your hips as well. So let's lengthen that leg out in line with our spine once again. Remember that this bottom leg is acting as an anchor. Pointing your toe and thinking about your hip being the center of an imaginary circle. You're going to start drawing that circle with your toe. So trying to go forward, down, back behind the line of your spine, up and forward again. So we're circling around, trying to minimize movement everywhere else in your body. And we're going to do 6 times in one direction. So keeping that leg really long and extended, feeling that hip working. And let's go the other way now. So going backwards for 6 circles. Super. Let's go 1 more. Ooh, and then lie that leg back down. Okay. So from here, we're going to go into some 90-degree oysters. So we have done oyster before, but this time, slightly different position. So it's going to feel a lot different through your hips and through your toe muscles as well. So bring that core in, place that hand on the top, on the front of the mat. And then we're going to go into our oysters from here. So keeping your hips completely still, just lifting and lowering. So breathing out and in, keeping your heels together. And in, super, going again, breathing out and in. Just making a note of where you can lift that leg up to. Just interesting to compare sides and see if you've got any tightness or imbalances in your body. Lovely. Okay, 3 more like this, breathing out and in. 2 and 1, and rest that leg down. Hopefully you felt something going on through that. Okay, so now we're going to take our legs back so that our heels are in line with our bottom. And then clasp your hands behind your head. So your elbows are together and your head is between your arms. You're going to go into something called a butterfly now. So bring your 2 muscles up. Take that top hip away so your hips are stacked. Breathe in here. As we breathe out, we're going to start turning our head, rotating through our spine and opening up that arm towards the ceiling. Keeping your hips facing forward, so you're getting a lovely twist backwards through your spine. And close back down. So we're getting some really gorgeous rotation. Super for your posture. Really nice to open out the front of your chest as well. And keep your spine really healthy and mobile. So let's go a few more times. Breathing out and moving. Inhale to come back. Now it's really important that you keep your hips facing forward. It's easy to let them drop backwards to enable you to get some more movement. But remember, we're trying to get that rotation, not the hip movement. Let's go 3 more times, maybe opening out an inch further or even just a millimeter. And 2 here, breathing out, opening up, coming back in. And our final one, opening out and coming back down and resting here. Well done. Okay, so we're going to push ourselves up and over onto the other side to do exactly the same, starting with those leg lift and lowers. So stack your head in your hand, bring your legs up so that they're at 90 degrees, and then make sure that your hips and your shoulders are stacked. Top hand either on the floor or on your hip. Legs are at 90 degrees, and we're going to lengthen that top leg out in line with your hip and in line with your spine. Turn your toe set slightly pointing upwards. Try not to kick anything like I'm doing at the moment. And we're going to go into our lift and lowers. So breathe out, bring that leg up, pointing your toe. Inhale, come down. Breathe out to come up, keeping that leg nice and long. And come down. Remember that lower leg is your anchor on the floor. And let's go again. Breathing out and in. Two more here. And your final one, lifting up and lowering down. Give that leg a little bit of a rest. Give it a bit of a rub if you need to. And we're going to go into our leg circles now. So taking that leg long in line with your spine, your hip is the center of your circle, pointing your toe and smoothly drawing circles here. And you're trying to go behind the line of your spine as much as you are in front. Good. Let's go 2 more times in this direction, making sure that your leg isn't drifting forward. And the other way now, circling nice and smoothly. And using all these muscles around your middle and your spine to stabilize yourself. 2 more here. And lower that leg down. Well done. Okay, so going into our 90-degree oysters now, I'd like you to sandwich your legs together. Make sure that there's still that 90-degree angle between your legs and your body, your shins and your thighs. And place that top hand on your hip or back on the floor if you wish. So keeping our heels together, we're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, let's start lifting that leg up and lowering it down. So we're just opening up, getting that oyster. And just think about how far you could open the other leg up. Is this one more mobile in your hip joint or less mobile? Don't know, but I can definitely feel it down the back of my leg into my bottom here. Super. Going to go 3 more times here, making it really smooth. So as you lower that leg down, lower it with control. Super strengthening for your hips and your spine. And 1 more here, lifting up and lowering down. Fab. Okay, so taking your legs back now and finding that oyster position so your heels are in line with your bottom once again. Clasp your hands behind your head and close your elbows so you're ready for your butterfly. So we've got breathing in here and then breathing out. Start to turn your head, lifting up that top elbow and rotating backwards through your spine, keeping your hips facing forward. Inhale and come back down. Breathing out to lift all the way up. Inhale to come down. And you might find that on one side you can rotate more than the other. But as your muscles warm up and you get more familiar with the movement, you should be able to find that you can go a little bit further than when you started. So breathing out again, opening all the way up. Inhale, come back down. This is going to feel really nice for your posture. Really lovely to open out front of your body. And we've got 3 more like this. Breathing out, pausing here and rotating back down. And for the final 2, I'd really like you to just try and get a millimetre further. So really opening up and back in. And our last one, opening up through the front of your body and closing back down. Super. Okay, so pushing yourself up to a seated position now and finding a position that suits you. So I'm going to sit cross-legged. You can always sit with your legs out in front of you, or you can even just transfer to a chair just for a couple of final breaths. So let's find a position where tummy muscles coming in to support you, piece of thread pulling through the crown of your head, and your arms are out nice and wide. Let's breathe in here. And as we breathe out, start floating your arms up, reaching through your fingers, getting a lovely stretch through your body, and press the air away. And we're going to go one more time here. Breathing out, lifting all the way up. Inhale, press the air away, and give yourself a nice clap. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to be back tomorrow for more Pilates. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, have a great rest of the day. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.